What is up, guys? My name is Adam and I am at the Edinburgh Manor. I am here between the hours of noon and 2 p.m. on purpose. There's two apparitions that come out between the hours of noon and 2. This is the seance on the second floor balcony of the Edinburgh Manor in Iowa. This used to be a government-funded poor farm or poorhouse, and basically what it acted as a dumping ground for families that didn't want to take care of the elderly or what they considered to be the mentally ill. A really terrible excuse to not take care of your family, but this was common in the 1800s when it was a poor farm. Many residents or inmates passed through this poorhouse, eventually dying here as a pauper. And it's said that there's bodies buried all around this farmland. Edinburgh Manor is in the middle of nowhere. So we do have some idea of how many people were being housed in this government-funded poorhouse. One such report from 1874 said that there was only 11 people living here. Insane, 1. Nearly blind, 1. Fit or seizure, 1. And the rest of the balance either old or decrepit. That was what they were called. The original farmhouse lasted until 1910, and then it was demolished to build what you see behind me now, Edinburgh Manor. This was still an asylum for the insane or those that needed government care until about 2009. That's when the government came in and pretty much said, this place is not conducive for the disabled or those mentally suffering. It was basically closed because it was not a place of care anymore. There's a lot of stories that have come out of Edinburgh Manor. A few folks were actually charged with assault, and the methods used here have been described as horrifying, such as restraining patients to their beds 24 hours a day. So who haunts the manor now? The current owners say that there's a lot of paranormal activity and they can't even sleep here themselves. On the first floor, in room 106, there's supposedly a ghost in the form of a girl that plays with toys, and she laughs uncontrollably. Her name is allegedly Susie, and according to legend, she was just dropped off by family who didn't want her. A spirit of a man is claimed to be in room 121 and seems to wander the hallway around room 108. It is believed that this man committed inside a mop closet. In room 105, a brutal R word occurred, and paranormal investigators have reported having a bad feeling around room 105. There's also reports of a woman in a long white dress who appears at the top of the stairs on the second floor. This is said to happen between noon and 2 p.m. Another famous ghost that supposedly haunts Edinburgh Manor is called the Joker. He's said to inhabit the basement and supposedly pays special attention to the boiler room. He apparently has been seen throwing dishes on the ground and laughing maniacally. This is now a private property, but let's see what we can see anyways from the outside. And I don't really like walking like this and disturbing the dead. But we're just going to get some of these fancy... Wait, does that say toys? Toys and CDs. So she died relatively recent. If it's CDs, then it's 1990s, right? Indiana University. Oh, Donald for a Susie. Looking for a Susie. Yeah, a lot of these are either, they were probably marked at one point, but so much time has passed that we can't read them anymore. And remember that Edinburgh Manor was a poorhouse. It was people that were dropped by their family members. Edinburgh Cemetery, early 1800s. Look at that. That's great. I love that. Restored 2004. Well, Susie, I wonder if you're here. So this is the manor here. And just to show you the time, because we're going to be looking for the woman at top of the stairs. It's now 12:40, as you can see. All right, so this is the outside of the manor here, more of it. And it's 12:40 now, as I showed. So this is when supposedly she comes and is viewable on the second floor. Just an apparition with a white dress. So this is kind of the back of Edinburgh Asylum. The Dish Network, that bell's super cool though, huh? Yeah. So supposedly this is where she's seen. And there's houses all around here, so I'm not sure what the deal is with that. I'm not sure if people live behind Edinburgh Manor, but see there's another house there. But I'm still outside the house, so I'm going to climb. But actually, while we're here, let's look in the basement and see if we can see the Joker laughing maniacally and throwing dishes. So this would be the first floor, second floor. So this would be basement, right? Oh, look at that old TV. So that's the basement. It's hard to see, isn't it? So this is where we should be able to see the girl. The apparition. Let's see if we can get any more views of the inside here. Yeah, so it's kind of an old sink. I'd like to find the boiler room. See if we can find the Joker. Looks like a kitchen, but that's in the basement. Doesn't make a lot of sense. Come on, Joker. Walk by. We're looking for you, Joker. Susie too, right? I'm just gonna walk right up. It would be creepy if she was sitting in that chair. You know, it could be that side where the apparition can be seen. I mean, I planned on being here. It's a dream catcher. Somebody's room. There's puzzle pieces in there. So this is where she should be. Let's go up the other one. And we're going to look for the apparition, because now it's one now. Oh, it's gated. Might be able to slip through there. Why do you think they gate this? No, I can't see her. She should be over there. Or over here. So this is the back side of the asylum. A lot of people died here. Alright, so I'm going to go back down. This is definitely not a part that they use. You know, it gives that illusion of a ghost. Slightly askew, facing, towards us. Paranormal. Olivio's here. Hi, this is just probably kids. Let's see if you can see in there. Not really. So she's still not on the second floor. I mean, I arrived at the right time. There. So this is where you would go up. So it looks like they did have handicap accessible entrance. It's kind of creepy though. A wheelchair at the end there. And I don't know if you can see, but there's an Annabelle doll on the left. I'm sure they do that on purpose. Let's see what's in this one down here. Just a chair and a dining room table. But as I can't go inside, we're gonna stay on the outside. And we're gonna see if we can talk to some ghosts. This is an attempted seance at the Edinburgh Manor in Jones County, Iowa. The seance will have 4 parts. The first part is a recording device that I'll use to try and communicate with any spirits at the Edinburgh Manor. 2 is a bell I'll use to communicate with any spirits that may be at the Edinburgh Manor. 3rd is a pod that I will use to see if we can sense a presence around the Edinburgh Manor. The 4th is a Ouija board, which I use to try and communicate with the dead. We'll start with phase 1. My name is Adam. I don't mean to disrupt any souls that are here. I just mean to communicate. Are there any souls occupying the Edinburgh Manor or the location that I'm at currently? If so, please speak into the silver box that I'm putting on the table now.
My name is Adam. I don't mean to disrupt any souls that are here. I just mean to communicate. Are there any souls occupying the Edinburgh Manor or the location that I'm at currently? If so, please speak into the silver box that I'm putting on the table now.
We're gonna try again. Is there a spirit on the second floor of the Edinburgh Manor? Maybe your name is Susie. Maybe you're a woman who wears a white dress. Maybe you're called the Joker. If you're here, I'm just trying to communicate with you. Please speak into the silver recording device on the table.
Is there a spirit on the second floor of the Edinburgh Manor? Maybe your name is Susie. Maybe you're a woman who wears a white dress. Maybe you're called the Joker. If you're here, I'm just trying to communicate with you. Please speak into the silver recording device on the table.
Moving on to phase 2, the silver bell. If there's a spirit living on the second floor or living in this building, if you're here and you can hear me, please ring the silver bell with the black handle. We'll try one more time. If there's a spirit or a being occupying the Edinburgh Manor, if you're here and you can hear me, please ring the silver bell with the black handle. Moving on to phase 3, the pod. Make sure it works. Put it by the door. Put it right here. If there is a spirit occupying this area and you can hear my voice, please walk towards me. Or please walk towards the red and black box on the ground. Again, if there's a spirit that occupies this land, please walk towards me or walk towards the red and black box on the ground. Moving on to phase 4, the Ouija board. If there's a spirit that occupies this porch or this building, there's a white lady wearing a white dress said to come out on this balcony between noon and 2. It is between noon and 2 right now. If you're here and you can hear me, I know you can come out on the balcony. Please move this beige arrow anywhere on the Ouija board. Again, there's a spirit that supposedly comes out on this porch. If you can hear me, please indicate so by moving the beige arrow on the Ouija board. Please do so now. That concludes all 4 phases. We're going to the cemetery now.